It's actually okay to not have a girlfriend or ever be in love or ever have a feeling of romanticness in your head that is reciprocated. It's okay, really. Actually, it's normal. It's completely normal, and you're not uh, uh, a reject and not a failure, and you're not missing out. How do I know this? Great question. Don't ever ask that again. Um, anyways, just being 20 years old and never having a girlfriend, like, it's whatever. I like to think on the bright side of things. Uh, for example, I talked to a friend today, and I talked to my family, and it was a very pleasant conversation, the two of them. I will have you know. And then I walked around for a little bit, and I looked at the trees. They were cool. I thought about the fact that the world is, burning up and stuff with climate change and everything, and I was like, hey, that's okay. Let me just let me get 40 more years here. Um, and I think it is what it is. God has a plan. Take over for us. Jesus, do your thing. um, yeah, I don't know. We're all gonna burn and die. I think. Maybe not. We're not gonna burn, but the plants are gonna stop growing one day, and the food is just gonna stop coming, and like we're just gonna be like, oh shit, what the fuck? I should have watched a couple more seasons of Family Guy if I knew this was gonna happen. But no, I had to. Oh, I wasted too much time with my family, spending time with them and stuff, and like, uh, dang, yeah, I really wish I played more League of Legends. That's basically what's gonna happen. Don't quote me on that, but just take take it with you. Um, yeah, that's all good though, because honestly, like the days are still nice outside. The coral reefs in Australia did reach a tipping point recently, and apparently they are all gonna die. The coral reefs. Um, it is what it is. I just like eat food and shit and watch Instagram reels. Um, I just do what I do, and I wasn't the one to create this fucked up system here. The Native Americans had that shit down. They knew how to freaking they knew how to live right. They just like walked around and lived off of the land and like I don't know, sat around a fire and just kind of danced, I think. Like damn. They didn't even like write. They didn't even need to write. Who cares about writing and reading when you just live in the now, you know? Like, sure, I could sit here and read this fucking book alone for 4 hours, or I could listen to an old fellow with wisdom tell a story that's been passed down for generations. Like, how crazy and special is it to hear this story passed down? Like, you know how fucking much more care and effort is put into it whenever it's that's the fucking source. You're hearing it from the source who heard it from the other source who heard it from the other source. No fucking editing, extra baloney bullshit. You're gonna hear the story in the tone that it was originally in, or not originally, but just the one that the actual author feels. I'm rambling, but you get what I mean, bro. Native Americans knew how to fucking live. And then the Europeans came in and were like, we want more money. We like gold. Gold, we agree that gold is valuable, and like if we have gold, that means that we are richer than the peasants. And there are peasants. They do the farming, and the people, me who has the gold, I just fucking, I don't know. What do aristocrats even do, bro? Have orgies and like vote on shit? Native Americans had it so right. They probably had no problem finding girlfriends. Um, yeah. Anyways, I don't know about the Aztecs though. I don't think I'd want to be in the Aztec civilization because they like sacrifice people pretty brutally, and I think it's at random. But honestly, I'll be honest with you, I don't really know too much about that, so I shouldn't try to like speak on things I don't understand. But just the vibes, from what I remember, don't make me want to do that, you know. But Native Americans, like those people who did Thanksgiving to the Europeans, like that was a chill ass tribe. I'd like to live with them like 200 years before the Europeans came. That was probably like peak time to be a human, I bet. Plymouth Rock, 1300s, just fucking chilling. You probably just went to the stream with your like friends who you literally grew up next to and you're gonna die with because you're in the same fucking tribe. Nobody leaves to go to Georgia or LA or whatever the fuck to chase their dreams, dude. They just get fish and hug each other and and farm, I think, and make like little like places to live. Um, I'm not trying to sound like I'm. I'm not trying to sound like I'm infantilizing their culture and how they did. I just, from what I remember through my high school education, what I could grasp, they just had such a simpler life. But that's not a bad thing. The fact that it sounds like I'm being, like it sounds like I think I'm here and they're here, but I don't. It's just the way that everything feels in our society. It's like you have to strive to be the best. You know, you got to be the smartest. You should be the smartest because then people will put you on TV and you'll be like Neil deGrasse Tyson. But it's not like that. I'm like this. Like I think that we're all just humans, but we just made up all these extra bullshit to, you know, I need to do some more thinking about why, but there's all this extra bullshit going on, and they don't have that bullshit. They just keep it real. They just keep it 100. And fuck, dude. That was probably so nice. Other than the fact like they don't have medicine, and if you probably get some bacterial disease, you're fucked. That's the one thing that like scares me about living back then. But other than that, like life was probably so cool. Anyways, I don't have a girlfriend and I never have had one. Basically what I'm trying to say is I look around and I see people who have had one, and I look to my middle school years and remember that there were also people who had one all the way back then. And then I think to myself, wow, I really am a fucking loser. What's up with me? Why didn't I just lock in and like stop playing video games? You know, like that was so much time wasted doing the same shit. And I was like only playing the video games because it just made me feel different than how I would feel in real life. Like it distracts me. I don't think about anything, and it's not like it's a hard thing for me to just sit with my thoughts or just do something physical that requires me to get out of my chair. It's just the fact that it's so much easier to just queue up a game of League of Legends and not think at all. And I think it's something that we're like biologically predisposed to prefer. Maybe it like saves energy to think less, so we like feel better when we think less. And that probably did suit us well back in the day when food was a problem, like the biggest issue on the biggest issue, but now it's not. But social media companies found a way to turn that urge to not think into a monetizable platform that simultaneously wastes like millions of hours at a time all across the world. Um, where am I even going with this? Dude, I literally just made that shit up about how like we're evolutionarily predisposed to want to think less. I don't even know if that's real. I'm just going off of vibes. I feel like it's real. Um, maybe sometimes I like walk around with this feeling like I'm better than everyone else. Like it's like I want to be better than everyone else, and I think it comes from the fact that everyone always tells you that you're special when you're a kid, and I would always think about that, and I'd always think about how like, oh man, I am better at doing this. I got good at this really fast. Like I'm a really special person. Like I could do this thing easily. I'm better. Like, but I think I gotta. I know I need to like stop it. I'm verbalizing these internal thoughts that I just feel. It's not like I walk around thinking these things. Literally, I'm like, oh my gosh, this person is so dumb. Like I'm so much better. It's like this vibe that like my brain embodies, and I think it is like deeply rooted in who I am as a person, and and those things you can really trace back to childhood type shit. Um, it's really annoying. I always beat myself on the head when those feelings start to verbalize in my brain. I'm like, fuck, shut up. And I kind of feel schizophrenic when I do that, but it is what it is. I like playing with this toy, by the way, guys. I discovered it recently that when you zip it, makes a tiny little like vibration, and yeah, it's just like so much better than any fidget toy ever made. So party time. I got my Family Guy shirt on, by the way. I thought I should share that. I've only seen one episode, and I'm proudly repping it. I don't give a fuck that I'm a poser. Bitch, I'm just rapping on this shit, and I'm really like this shit, and I'm really gonna rap and take it all the way. With the Tide Pods on my head, I gotta say, have a good motherfucking Wednesday. It's Wednesday night, 11:50. 10 more minutes, and that shit won't be 11:50 anymore. That's a motherfucking door. I don't call women whores, and I don't call them hoes. I don't call them bitches. They are not my foes. I keep the good energy inside. I feel it in my toes. Mitosis is a biological action. Things when the things grow. Give me a second. I don't know what mitosis actually is, but I think it's when things grow. It's when the it's when the cells like split. Am I correct? Mitosis. Yep, cell division. Classic. What did I say, dude? I'm like so smart. See what I mean? It's like I was ironic there, but I think for a second I did believe that. It's just it's a painful it's a cycle. And I think now that I'm 20 years old and I like look around and see there's people younger than me, more successful, making cool ass music, it like has been hard to wrestle with because I would always hold on to this feeling that like I am better than people. Blah blah blah. I'm good. I'm a cool person. But I'd proceed to not do any work, not put in any work, just play video games. And after, you do that for years and years and years, you will find that actually I'm not better than people based off of my essence, based off of nothing. It takes effort to be good. It takes effort to be interesting. It takes effort to have it doesn't take effort to have a different perspective because you can't really control where you're born, but it takes an effort to take that perspective and mold it into something that resonates with lots of people, that goes beyond just your life and touches other people. I'm a lot better at writing things because I can just think about what I want to say and just look at the words before I write it. But you got me talking over here, and I gotta like have the words already in a cohesive format. How do people do that? How do people talk for so long? Abraham Lincoln, he was literally fucking doing the Gettysburg Address for like 3 hours. And then, not even that, they used to have these long ass debates. I think they were like the Lincoln Douglas debates. Correct me if I'm wrong, but super long debates, and they would just fucking speak for so long. Like, how do y'all do that? It's all those books they read. I gotta read more. Dude, thanks for watching if you're still watching this. Brofist, I have like not a single like cohesive thought that links this video other than the fact it came from my brain, I guess. So I really can't imagine many people are gonna be watching this. 1 second I was talking about not having a girlfriend and being a loser and being an incel, and the next is well, talking about Native Americans. And then I tried linking it back to not having a girlfriend, and I guess I don't know, it just made me seem even more desperate. That wasn't supposed to be weird, dude. That was just supposed to be like a cute thing. Dude, my brain is so fucking stupid and dumb and fucked up, and you don't even understand the shit that goes on in my brain. Actually, it's not even that bad. It's not that bad. It could probably be worse. I wish I could read everybody's minds just so I could feel better about myself. Good night. Sorry, the button didn't stop. Okay, let's try this again.